Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to explain about the concept of dynamically changing styles. Till now, whatever the programs we have developed, whatever the examples we have seen right now, till now, so all those things, it is completely belongs to pure HTML and CSS. Pure HTML and CSS. But by using HTML and CSS concepts, sometimes you haven't any chance to change the styles dynamically because of HTML is the static programming. HTML is a static programming. But if you want to make your web page as a dynamic way, in that case we have to use two major technologies. What are they? First one is HTML. Second one is JavaScript. So by combining these two things, by combining these two things, these two technologies, HTML, JavaScript, then only we have to change a dynamic styles. So by using HTML and CSS, if you want to develop any web page, if you have developed any web page by using only pure HTML without any using other technologies, then that is called pure HTML application. That is called pure HTML application. But if you use the CSS along with HTML, CSS what purpose we can use in our web page? So if you want to develop a web page with more effectiveness, with more colorful website, if you want to represent on the screen, then CSS technology is very useful. So by applying CSS styles, we can create an effective web page. We can create our web page with effectiveness and colorful website we have to develop by using those concepts, by using those technologies. But what is the use of JavaScript? What is the use of JavaScript? By using HTML and CSS, we can develop only normal applications. Nothing but static programming we have to do by using these two technologies. But if you combine HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then we can develop a dynamic web application. We can develop a dynamic web application. So now today our concept is what? Dynamically changing styles. Dynamically changing styles. So if you have developed one web page with some existed styles. Already you have developed your web page along with some existed styles. So the web page completion development is over. But now after that, I want to run that application. I want to run that web application. So while running time, existed styles I don't want. Existed styles I don't want. While running time, I want to change my own styles dynamically. So that is possible only by using JavaScript only. By using JavaScript, we can change the styles dynamically. Because of in the static programming, we don't have any chance to change the styles while running time. Here static, what is the difference between static and dynamic here? So if you want to change any styles, while running your application, while running time, your web page styles I want to change while running time. So pure HTML and CSS, we haven't any scope to change those properties, those styles. But by using JavaScript, we can change the styles at runtime also. So that is static programming. This is dynamic programming. In static programming, we don't have any chance to change the styles while running time. While the program is executing time, we don't have any chance. We don't have any chance to change the styles. Because of that is the static programming. Static is nothing but it is a fixed content. It is a fixed content. And while coming to dynamic web application, if you want to change any styles for your web application while it is running time, then JavaScript is very useful. Then that type of applications are called dynamic web applications. Now we have to see the dynamic changing styles example practically. Okay. Now we have to see the theory part. Now let us start our session. Yeah, dynamically changing style. You can also change the existed styles dynamically by using JavaScript. Just now I told you. So without JavaScript, we can't develop any dynamic web applications. Without JavaScript, we can't develop any dynamic web applications. So by using JavaScript only we can change the styles while running time. So first we have to select the element which you want to change the style. First we have to select the element which you want to change the style. So for your understanding purpose, now I am opening one notepad window because of without a practical you can't get an awareness on this dynamic application. So now I am developing dynamic web application. So for that HTML opening and HTML closing tag. So every HTML page contains these tags. And now head section I want. And in this title tag I need to configure because of every web page contain titles. So that's why title tag I have configured here. And what is our title, our program title? Dynamically changing styles. So that is our concept. So that's why I have given this name for this web application. Now body tag and also closing body tag required. And here I want to use h1 tag, opening and closing tag, HTML, hypertext markup language, hypertext markup language. Now I am saving this one. Dynamic.html is our extension. Save as type is all files. Now I have saved this HTML document in on desktop. So it is displaying the normal text, hypertext markup language. Here I am not going to use any, here I haven't used any CSS styles. So now just now I have used which is the code I have developed, that is completely belongs to pure HTML. So now for the h1 element purpose, now I want to describe some styles. So here only one element is there now. So again embedded styles not required. So inline styles I want to use. So that's why style attribute I am using. Here opening and closing brackets, we have to apply the styles for the h1 element. Because of here I have used only one particular element now. So for one element purpose inline styles are enough. Not required to add embedded styles. Okay, internal style sheet not required here because of here only one element. So that's why for that particular element I am applying my own styles by using style attribute. Here color colon red color I have applied. And background hyphen color colon green color I have applied. So these two properties are enough. These two CSS properties are enough for that particular element. So here now I have applied by using style attribute. Okay. So here what is the code we have? Only HTML code as well as CSS style code. Only two technologies I have used. And again I want to save this file. So for that, go to file menu, choose save option. Now I am minimizing this window and again I am refreshing the page. So here the background color has applied with the green color and the text color is applied with red color. So these are the existed web page with the green color background and also red color fonts, red color text color. So these two properties I have applied while developing time. But here now I want to change background color is blue and text color is background color is yellow, text color is blue. I want to apply while running time. But how it is possible? Here one button we need to create. Here one button we have to create here. So after that we need to create one function and also we need to assign that function to that button. So if you click on that button, immediately I want to change background color and also text color. And while running time, this entire process need to do. Then it is called a dynamic web application. Okay. Then it is called a dynamic web application. So here, if you want to change anything, if you want to change already existed colors, it has already opened a document. So don't close this document. So here, now I want to change the background color and text color with different colors and different properties. So how it is possible? It is not possible because of here whatever the technology you have used, only HTML and CSS. So by using these two properties, by using these two technologies, we haven't any chance. We have not any chance to change existed styles. So that's why I want to change this code with dynamic way. With dynamic programming I want to do here. Right? So here I want to create one button. So for that, button class is there. Open button, closing button. So here value equal to click me. The value is click me. I have created this button class. Now I am refreshing the page. So without any value the button has created. Sorry. Here click me. Okay. Now I am refreshing the page. Yeah, click me button created. But after that I want to create one function. So if you want to create any function, JavaScript script tag we have to use. Script to open and also script close. So in between where first we need to take the now I want to change these h1 properties. So first we need to call one JavaScript function, get element by id. So this is JavaScript function. Here id is the parameter. So get element by id. So now I want to get h1 id. So for that here we need to create one id in between double quotes. Yeah, again h1 name I am configuring. So same id, whatever the id we have in the h1 tag, we need to configure here also in the id place. So in the id place, h1 id I have configured here. Okay, right. After getting that id, so the h1 tag it has imported from there to here. Now I want to store into one variable. So for that, one variable I am creating, heading, heading. So after getting that id, I want to store into one variable. So for that, here one variable I am created. One variable I have created with the variable data type. Here var is the JavaScript data type, heading is the variable. So after getting get element by id, if you use if you call this function by using, if you call this function, then immediately whatever the id it has, here h1 I have configured na, so that id is, this is matched. So if you the get element id, first it will collect the element information by using id attribute. So h1 tag is transferred to here and stored here. Now I want to create one function. If you want to create any function in the JavaScript, function is the keyword. Function is the keyword. We have to use change underscore style. My function name is change underscore file I have created. Okay. Here opening and closing brackets required, because of if you declare this block is completely belongs to change style block. Carefully observe what I am going to use here. So get element by id inside the function to collect id for the element, and use the element dot style property to set the style attribute of an element. Here heading, heading, heading dot style, heading dot style dot color. What color we need to change? What color we want to change for that heading? Already text color is what? Red color. So now I want blue color. Blue color I want. Okay, right. Blue color I want. Again heading dot style, because of what in the theory point what we have, after getting the id, and you need to use element dot style property you need to use to set the style attribute of an element. So now for the h1 element, these are the already existed properties. So now I want to change my required properties. So for that, get element by id, by using get element by id calling, by calling this function. So this id information it is transferring to, it is collected by the get element by id. Nothing but if you call, if the function collected, if the function collected that id from the element h1 element, that means the h1 tag it has transferred to here. So after that I have stored it in the heading tag. Okay, again next I want to create one function to change our own properties, to change the styles as per our requirement. Here background hyphen color equal to yellow. Yellow is my background color. Okay, right. So these two properties I have applied. So now I want to add this function to this button na? So how it will work? Here function created, button created. Now I have saved this file and I am refreshing the page, this one. So if you click on this button, it is not working in the proper way. It is not working in the proper way. Now I want to link this function to that button class. So for that, on click event we have. On click equal to, what is the function name we have? That function name we must have to configure as the value for the on click in the button class. So now I have saved again this file. I am refreshing the page. So now I am clicking this one. So it is not working. Why? Carefully observe. element dot style proper to set the style attribute of an element. On click event. Change style, click me blue. So here heading dot style. Now I am saving this one. Change hyphen style. Okay. Now instead of dot operator, we just use the bracket symbol. We just use the square brackets, and also in between double quotes we need to configure that properties. Okay, so don't use dot property, don't use the dot style dot, because of some compatibility issues we have, so that's why it is not working. So instead of dot we need to apply the brackets for the properties. Don't apply the brackets for the values. Now I am refreshing the page. Now I am clicking the button. So again it is showing error, not displaying correct format. So what it has happened, wait. So here instead of brackets, same previous properties I am applying. Wait, here I forgot one thing, so that's why it is not working. So same here, instead of brackets we need to use the dot operator also, no problem. Okay, but here get element by id we need to call through the DOM object. Nothing but DOM object is here, document dot get element, because of this is entire document na, so that's why. So get element by id, from where it has collected from the id, from the h1 element. So h1 element is at where location, at which location, from the web document. So this is completely called as a document. Okay, so now I am refreshing the page. Now I am clicking the button, so it is also not working. Why? Document dot get element element by id h1, where heading heading, right? All are correct. Style hypertext markup language, right? On click, so everything is right. So instead of using dot operator, now we have to place the square brackets, and inside square bracket we have to apply the double quotes, right? So background hyphen color and close the bracket. Now I am saving this file. Go to file menu, choose save option. Again I am refreshing the web page, and now I am clicking the button. Yeah, the properties has changed. Carefully observe. The background color is what right now? Yellow, and text color is what? Blue. So at previously what are the colors we have? Color equal to red, background color is green. So now I have changed green color to yellow color, text color red to blue color. So by clicking this button, you are changing the existed styles. So this complete process is done by with which here script tag na. In script tag JavaScript elements we are using here. Document is also one of the DOM object, and get element by id function is also inbuilt method for the from the JavaScript. Okay, and here we have created one function, so that syntax is also completely belongs to JavaScript. So here on click event is also JavaScript attribute, JavaScript event item, that one. Okay, so by using all those things we can change the styles. So that is, this entire process is doing by the dynamic programming, not a static programming. So that's why these are the whatever the styles we have changed, that is called a dynamically changing styles concept. Okay, right. So dynamically we have to change the styles like this. Now we have to see the one more time. Here I given examples and also output. Please do the practice. You can also change the existing styles dynamically by using JavaScript. First we have to select the element which you want to change the style, and we have to create the function with the required styles and call the predefined function, call it get element by id inside the function to inside the function to collect the id for the element. So and use the element dot style property to set the style attribute of an element. So here by using element dot style property we can apply our own styles. We can apply our own styles. So carefully observe here. The program is what here. So h1 tag I have created with id attribute and style attributes. By using style attribute I have applied the inline styles for the h1 element. Okay, id attribute I have created. Here I have used what purpose? For the get element by id purpose. So get element by id predefined function we have now here, we use it here. So by using that function, by calling that function, we are collected that id. So here whatever the id we have configured, the same id we have to use here. Then only h1 all properties coming to collected by the get element by id. So if you want to call get element by id, compulsory document object, it is called a DOM object. So document object we have to create, we have to call through the document object. We need to call the get element by id function. So after collecting that header id information, then we need to store into one variable. So in the JavaScript, if we want to create any variable, var data type we have to use. So here heading is one variable I have created with the help of var data type. After that, this h1 information I have stored it into heading variable. So now we need to create one more function. We need to create one function. So by using function keyword, we need to create a function. Here change style is the function name, function is the function keyword to create functions in JavaScript. So whatever the variable we have declared, whatever the function we have created, so all those things in between script tag we have to create, because of this is completely JavaScript syntaxes. If you haven't used any script tag, opening and closing tag, then this complete syntax is wrong. This complete syntax is completely wrong because of HTML and CSS do not identify the JavaScript code directly. JavaScript syntaxes directly it cannot find out, it cannot identify. So if you write the script tag, opening and closing tag in between whatever the statement you have written, whatever the statements you have written, so all statements belongs to JavaScript code, then web browser it can understand by itself. Here I have created one function to change our required styles. Here heading dot style color equal to blue, this is my required style, and heading dot style background color yellow I have applied. These two colors I have applied. At runtime I want to change. So this complete function name I have transferred to the button class, button tag. So in that on click event we need to use. So for the on click event I need to assign this function name to that on click event. So if you click on that button while running time, then immediately the background color styles it will be changed by itself. Now I am reloading the page. So by default the colors are what? Background color is yellow, text color is red color. So while running time I want to click this button. So if I click this button, I want to change the yellow color background and also text color is blue. So now I am clicking, carefully observe. Yeah, the properties and styles are applied at runtime. So dynamically the styles has to be changed, right? Has changed. So carefully observe. So this is entire process done with the JavaScript code. Without the JavaScript code, you can't change any dynamic properties. Okay, so that's why dynamically changing styles are sometimes important to learn. So according to our project, as per our requirement, as per their requirement, you have to use this concept also. Okay, right. So dynamically changing styles concept is also over, and in the next class I would like to explain with the new concept. And today I am going to end in this session. In the next class I will come with the new hot topic. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much.